Hey guys, Frank the Handyman here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to install a butcher block countertop step by step. Please stay tuned and continue watching until the end because I'm going to show you all the details on how you can simply install this countertop yourself. It's really not that difficult, but it does take a little bit of technique, which will show you all the details here in a little bit. If you want to learn how to do all kinds of DIY handyman projects, including home renovations, then you're in the best place here on YouTube, since that's all we do here. Consider subscribing to our channel and activate the notification bell so that way you don't miss out on any future videos that we're going to be uploading. This is the butcher block countertop that we're going to be installing today. It comes from the brand Williamsburg Butcher Block Company. So we're gonna go ahead and install this on top of this existing framing that we did in a prior video. I highly recommend for you to check that one out. It's literally the one before this one that I uploaded. It shows you how we built this framing with only 2x4s and 2x6s, and honestly it came out really beautiful, and we'll be showing you how the end result looks. On the interior of the base, we basically installed plywood all around to cover up the back, which we're going to be removing so we can access it in a little bit. This is the material that we're going to be using to glue down the countertop to the surface, and we have those 2.5-inch wood screws that's going to help us to also secure it in place. Now I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this countertop. The owner that got this, he said that this wood, it's from like Burmese, from his country over there. It's really fine, good quality wood. So the first thing that we're gonna do is expose the back part of the framing, and we just put some screws here on these plywoods. We're going ahead and removing those to expose this area. Now that we have it nice and open, we can go ahead and get access to it so we can screw. We're gonna put screws through this 2x6 and into the butcher block from the bottom, so that way it can be secure to that area. Now the thickness of this base right here, you have the 2x6 and then the 2x4 there on the outer perimeter, plus the plywood that's gonna be on this side. It's gonna be a total of 8 inches. Now we're gonna we figured it out, you know, to install. We have basically 3 long sections of butcher block material. We're gonna install one complete panel first, so that's what we're doing right here. The owner requested the countertop to stick out from the outer edge 12 inches. That's what you see right here. So we're just measuring from the edge of the 2x4s and out 12 inches on all the directions. So we're gonna carefully maneuver this countertop. We're just doing a dry fit right now, and we're checking the level, making sure, and it came out perfect. So definitely check out that video of how we built the base. It's gonna help you to make sure you get a nice good finish. And that's the screw we're gonna put in. It's only gonna go in you know, a little bit, so it's not gonna penetrate to the top. So right here, we're just carefully measuring, double checking everything, and we're gonna put marks where the countertop is laying right now. So when we remove it, we're gonna go ahead and use those marks to put it back. That's the red mark you see right there. So one thing that we highly recommend to secure this to the top is get some good quality glue, which is what I showed you in the beginning of the video. I got that at Home Depot. It has super high strength. So we put that all over the surface, and then we bought this saw cutter as well, and it worked perfectly to put it on top so we can put some weight on it, and that's how it came out. No glue was overflow through the side, so everything came out perfectly. So once we have that, then we're gonna go ahead and put 2 screws in between the studs to secure the counter to the 2x6. So that's what I'm showing you right here. You have one screw right there and then another one. We're just putting them like in a diagonal manner so it can get it on either side. And by doing this, so you put the glue and then you put the 2 screws in between each stud right there. That's gonna secure it nice and well. And right here we're gonna start to cut the second panel. We measured the area. This is gonna help us to complete the long run, you know, from where we installed the last one all the way to the end. And so we just marked the line right there, we cut it, and honestly that cut was perfect. We noticed when we put this panel right here that the 2x4s are sticking up a little bit higher than the 2x6 you see right there. So we have this sander that we purchased from Craftsman, and we're just sanding the top of the 2x4s so it will lower it down a little bit. And then we installed the countertop on back, and it worked perfect. So now it's nice and level with the other panel. We're gonna be able to go ahead and glue it the same thing, and then we're gonna screw. We have the mark right there, the red one where it's gonna go, and we're just gonna align it up with this one so that way the gaps will close in as best as possible. And we actually noticed the next day when we came back in that one of the panels was a little higher than the other one. If that ever happens, you can just simply sand it down a little bit with a fine grit sandpaper, and that will help take care of any like little height differences. So once we put glue in on the top of the surface, and then we also put it where it's going to connect with the other panel, we went ahead and put that box on top so it put some pressure down, and then we screwed the same thing like we did before. And now look at that, it came in nice, like almost perfect. So now this completed that whole run. We just got to cut a little section to complete the return on that other side. And same thing, we're just cutting it with this is pretty straightforward. This material, it's about 1.5 inches thick. So that's the nice thing about working with butcher block. It's very customizable. You can cut it, you can do so many things with it. We're using this for a bar that we built for the customer's restaurant. This can be used for a residential home, a shop, for many different purposes. And it's very durable, really good. And in the end, we're going to go ahead and put stain on the top of the counter to match. Actually, the perimeter that you saw, the 2x4 right here, it came out a little more red than what the customer wanted. So he's going to get us another stain that's like a little more brownish. And we're going to apply it on top of that and also on the countertop. And I'll show you another video, actually the next one, that I'll show you how I stained everything. And then I'm going to apply a glaze on the top of this, so it's going to be like lasting for many years, especially with whatever usage they get out of it. So that's the result of how you can install a butcher block countertop on the base. And that's a step-by-step process. And honestly, it came out really nice. We loved the end result. The client was super happy. We hope you liked this video. Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and activate the notification bell so that way you don't miss out on any future videos that we're going to be uploading in the near future. Send us a comment. Let us know what you think. If you have any questions, or if maybe you installed one and you have some additional feedback, hit the like button. All those kind of things will help us out. I'm also going to be putting some links of the materials and tools that we use on a regular basis. If you go through those links and purchase them from Amazon, they will also send us a little kickback, which will help us to just continue to make more content and do more things. May God bless you, and we'll see you on the next project.